Jeeva1 checking in here. Today we're going to talk about something super special. Super special. Raves in the 90s in Chicago. Okay, this was some sort of manifestation on the physical 3D plane of, I believe, some sort of other dimension. You know, things go on in the other dimension where people are connecting with the music. They're in their subtle bodies. You know, we can manifest that on the physical plane when we come together. That happened at Raves in the 90s in Chicago. Probably happened in other places. Detroit, New York had held it down, but I'm going to talk about Chicago, where I was as a teenager in the 90s. Okay, you would park your car, you know, you'd get out, you'd see all the line of people, whether it was at a warehouse or a roller rink, Route 66 roller rink on 55th, Martin Luther King Drive. Anybody remembers that? You know, you park your car, you get out, you see the lights, and you'd hear the music pounding through these like brick walls, and you get in line, and you're getting excited. Once you step in, you're in another dimension. Plain, easy, that's it. Okay, there were aliens there, I'm sure. If I was an alien, I'd be like, there's a rave happening on Saturday. I better manifest myself a physical body so I could pop in there and dance, because this may not happen again, which it didn't. That's another story. But before it's over, if you were there, I was there. If you were an alien and you manifested yourself, whatever happened, if you were there, you know what I'm talking about. If not, I'm going to tell you about it right there. DJs were shamans, really. They were like shamans, weaving in this energy, okay, through music with this wall of speakers. People were in front, dancing together, all connected. Hallucinogenics, MDMA, whatever it was, shamans. Okay, we know shamans took hallucinogenic drugs and repetitive beats on the drums, put them into a trance. Everybody was in a trance in front of those speakers. It wasn't just club dancing with your girl. Everybody was single, just one person here, 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 in lines, dancing in front of the speakers. Speakers were bringing in energy. We were putting out energy. DJs had their music. I'm going to tell you something right now. A lot of the pop music that you hear on the radio, wherever it is, a lot of music starts in the underground. Okay, music, DJs, this is how it happens. They hear stuff, people are producing stuff, and then they're like, wow, this is new, let me put this out for people to dance to. People start getting into it, and then it hits mainstream. Okay, a lot of music happened at raves in the 90s, or wherever it is in the underground, hip-hop, pop. So you're hearing this new music, this trancey, some like drum and bass, house music, these beats, and you were in this realm in the 90s, which were Chicago raves. And a lot of people like me will always remember it, because we're on, you know, I go to my job, you go to school, I was going to school at the time, or people coming out of jobs, whatever. You're in the physical realm, earth, reality. Not many people know that on Saturday or 2 on Friday, if you know what I'm talking about in Chicago. Again, there were 2 small parties on Friday. Chicago had a big party, you know, with the bigger flyer and all that, and all the main DJs coming in from all over the United States or Europe, sometimes like that, on a Saturday. You know, no one really knows in the real world, in reality, that this thing is going on Saturday. Okay? Parents didn't know, a lot of kids didn't know unless you heard about it and you went. It was totally underground. Now people know raves. It's in our psyche. It's in our collective conscious. But people didn't know, like, rave? Like, what? Okay, then you go and you're like, wow. Like, really? That just happened to me? I just experienced that? Really tough to explain. But raves in the 90s in Chicago had it going on, right? Like I said, shamans or the DJs were all like the little, I don't know, the natives jumping around, getting into the trance dance or whatever it was. You'd connect, you know, you'd have a spiritual experience. Really. That's really what I'm trying to get at, is that it was a spiritual experience. I'm not talking totally down to your, like, base spirituality that is your inner soul, but definitely an astral, you know, moving past the physical into the astral realms. You know, you can connect. Or it's happening probably in other dimensions. It's easy, you know, raves, we call it here, there, it's normal. It's normal to get into this space where everybody's collectively dancing in this trance. But here, you move past the physical, you're in this collective consciousness where your consciousness is altered through psychedelics, MDMA, the music, the lights. You're in this space, everybody's dancing, and all of a sudden you connect and you're in this other dimension that's created within this warehouse or space. Like I said, you jump into that thing and you're in another space. That's it, Jeeva1. We're going to talk a little bit more about raves. I'm sure, check out my other videos that have to do with raves. I'm probably going to talk about it here and there, bring in a couple places or something like that. Jeeva1. Jeeva1.